जो बयान आया तो पश्चिम एशिया में जो भी गतिविधियां चल रही हैं उस पर हम लगातार नजर रखे हुए हैं। हमारा मानना है कि स्ट्रेट ऑफ हॉर्मुज के रास्ते सुरक्षित और आज़ाद नौ परिवहन और व्यापार के पक्ष, जिसका हम हमेशा से बात करते रहे हैं, उसको हम लोग अभी भी उसको जोर देते हैं, उस पर बल देते हैं। और ये जरूरी है क्योंकि इससे यह सुनिश्चित किया जा सकता है कि लोगों का आर्थिक सुरक्षा, उनके ऊर्जा का सुरक्षा पूरे दुनिया में, सिर्फ भारत में नहीं, पूरे दुनिया में उस पर आधारित है। और ये नौ परिवहन अगर आज़ाद तरीके से चलेगा तो उनकी आर्थिक और ऊर्जा सुरक्षा को सुनिश्चित किया जा सकता है। We are closely following the developments that are happening in West Asia. We continue to call for safe and unimpeded navigation and flow of commerce through the Strait of Hormuz. This is key for ensuring economic and energy security of people across the world. Akansha, we had issued a statement post summoning of the Deputy Chief of Mission of Iran. We conveyed to them our deepest concerns and that we strongly condemned what has happened. We lost a precious Indian life, and there are several Indian nationals who have been injured, and a couple of them are also seriously injured. So we conveyed our strongest protest with the Iranian side on this particular matter, that these attacks, which we condemn, must stop at the earliest. At the same time, there should be de-escalation, and the two sides should come to the negotiating table and take the path of dialogue and diplomacy so that peace and stability can be ensured in West Asia. आज हम लोगों ने जो ईरानी दूतावास के जो डिप्टी चीफ हैं उनको हम लोगों ने विदेश मंत्रालय में तलब किया। तलब करने के बाद उनसे हम लोगों ने अपना कड़ा उनको विरोध जारी किया, क्योंकि आज कल के एक हमले में 2 जहाज़ों पर हमला हुआ है और माना जा रहा है ईरान की तरफ से हमला हुआ था, उसमें एक भारतीय नागरिक की जान गई है और साथ ही साथ कई एक भारतीय नागरिक अभी भी, मतलब उन पे हमला के बाद वो क्षतिग्रस्त हैं, और 2 लोग ऐसे हैं जो कि काफ़ी जोखिम उनको हुआ है, उनका उपचार चल रहा है, उन पे लेकिन दोनों काफ़ी सीरियसली वो लोग घायल हैं। तो हम लोगों ने अपना विरोध उनको किया कि ये सब बंद होना चाहिए हमला, और इसमें हमारे खासकर जो कमर्शियल शिपिंग है, जिसका जो एक अंतर्राष्ट्रीय कानून के तहत इसका संचालन होता है, उसमें कोई किसी प्रकार की बाधा नहीं आना चाहिए। कृष्ण मोहन, आपका सवाल जो स्टेटमेंट जारी किया गया यू और यूएस उन सब के तरफ से, उसके बारे में आपका सवाल है, तो उस पर मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा कि देखिए, जहाँ तक भारत का प्रश्न है, साउथ चाइना समुंदर पर से लगा हुआ जो मुद्दा है, उस पर हमारा मत, हमारा पक्ष साफ भी है और लोगों को पता भी है। अंक्लॉस जिसके तहत समुद्र की चीज़ें और भी चीज़ें, इंटरनेशनल जो लॉ है जिसके तहत संचालन होता है, अंक्लॉस में दर्शाए गए अंतर्राष्ट्रीय कानून के अनुरूप नौ वहन यानी नेविगेशन और उड़ान की स्वतंत्रता, फ्रीडम ऑफ नेविगेशन और ओवरफ्लाइट, समुद्र में अन्य कानून उपयोगों, लेकिन लॉफुल यूजेस ऑफ द सी, और बिना रुकावट के व्यापार को बनाए रखने में के महत्व पर हम जोर देते हैं। ये हमेशा से ये मत रहा है। हम इस बात की एक बार और पुष्टि करते हैं कि समुद्री विवादों को शांतिपूर्ण ढंग से और अंक्लॉस के अनुसार सुलझाया जाना चाहिए। हम यह भी दोहराते हैं कि 10 साल पहले मध्यस्थता ट्राइब्यूनल ने उन्होंने एक फैसला सुनाया था, और यह फैसला एक महत्वपूर्ण मील का पत्थर है, हम ऐसा मानते हैं, और यह संबंधित पक्षों के बीच विवादों को शांतिपूर्ण ढंग से सुलझाने का आधार भी है। So in our position, he was referring to the joint statement that was issued by US and several other countries on completion of 10 years of the arbitral award that was given on South China Sea. So our position on South China Sea issue is well known. We emphasize the importance of freedom of navigation and overflight and other lawful uses of the sea and unimpeded commerce consistent with international law as reflected in UNCLOS. We reaffirm that maritime disputes must be resolved peacefully and in accordance with UNCLOS and reiterate that the award rendered 10 years ago by the arbitral tribunal is a significant milestone and the basis for peacefully resolving disputes between the parties. मधुरेंद्र, इस मुद्दे पर हम लोगों ने पिछले प्रेसर में भी हम लोगों ने बयान जारी किया था। देखिए, पाकिस्तान अधिकृत जम्मू कश्मीर में चल रहे विरोध प्रदर्शन पाकिस्तान द्वारा अपने अवैध और जबरन कब्जे वाले क्षेत्रों में दशकों से चल रहे शोषण, मौलिक अधिकारों का हनन और प्रशासनिक उत्पीड़न एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव ऑपरेशन का सीधा परिणाम है और प्रमाण भी है। स्थानीय आबादी की जायज शिकायतों को समाधान करने के बजाय वहां का प्रशासन, वहां का सरकार ने अत्यधिक पुलिस क्रूरता का सहारा लिया है। इसमें असहाय लोग, जिसमें महिलाएं भी हैं और बच्चे भी हैं, उनके खिलाफ कार्रवाई की गई है। भोजन और दवाओं जैसी आवश्यक चीज़ों को रोका गया है। इंटरनेट ब्लैकआउट को लागू किया गया है और निहत्थे नागरिकों पर के खिलाफ घातक बल का प्रयोग करना भी शामिल है, जिसके परिणाम स्वरूप कई दुखद मौतें हुई हैं, जिसके बारे में आप जानते हैं। हम यह उम्मीद करते हैं कि अंतर्राष्ट्रीय समुदाय इन घोर दुर्व्यवहारों के लिए पाकिस्तान को जिम्मेवार ठहराएगी। Okay. The ongoing protests in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir are a direct consequence of Pakistan's decades-long, systemic exploitation, denial of fundamental rights, and administrative oppression in areas under its illegal and forcible occupation. Rather than addressing the legitimate grievances of the local population, the Pakistani state has responded with excessive police brutality, including against helpless women and children, blocking essential supplies, including of food and medicine, enforcing internet blackouts, and deploying lethal force against unarmed civilians that has led to tragic fatalities. We expect and hope that the international community will hold Pakistan accountable, fully accountable to these egregious abuses and misdeeds. प्रणय, पूरा ब्यौरा जो आप मांग रहे हैं वो मेरे पास नहीं है, लेकिन मैं ये कह सकता हूं कि जो दो जहाज जिस पे कल जब हमला हुई या आज सवेरे हमला हुआ, तो इन दोनों जहाज में 30 हमारे भारतीय नाविक थे और एक जहाज में जिसमें 12 लोग थे, उसमें एक नाविक की मौत हुई है और दूसरे जहाज जिसमें 18 भारतीय नागरिक या नाविक थे, उसमें से 9 लोगों को घोर चोट पहुंचा है उनको, उसमें से 2 काफी गंभीर रूप से घायल भी है। तो ये था ब्यौरा जो कल का या आज सवेरे का जब हमला हुआ। इसके अलावा कई एक मौतें जाने हमारे लोगों गई है और मैं कह सकता हूं कि जितने भी देश हैं दुनिया में, उससे सबसे ज्यादा जो कमर्शियल शिपिंग पे जो भी हमला हुआ है, उस सबसे ज्यादा नाविकों की हमारे देश की लोगों की जान गई है। अब मेरे पास, मैं गलत आंकड़ा आपको नहीं देना चाहता हूं, लेकिन एक जहाज के बारे में कितने जहाज हमारे वहाँ है और दूसरा कितने लोग वहाँ पर हताहत हुए, इसके बारे में जानकारी इस प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस खत्म होने के बाद मैं आप तक पहुँचाऊंगा। उसके बाद आपने विदेश मंत्री के दौरा की बात की. So external affairs minister, he visited 4 countries in the Gulf region. In each of those countries, in Qatar, Kuwait, Bahrain, and Oman, he had extensive discussions with the leadership, including at the highest level. He also met with his counterparts in all these 4 countries and discussed several issues that are of interest, including trade, energy, investment. Energy was an important part of the conversation, and also they discussed the developments that are happening in West Asia and shared their perspectives on this particular issue. But yes, energy security remains a very important, was an important part of the conversations that he had in the Gulf region. Ishi?
This is Yeshi Seli from Business India. The Shahid Besti terminal in Iran was attacked. What kind of damages have been incurred, because India has made an investment in Iran? And also, I have a question on Bangladesh. There are reports that suggest that nearly 11 India-led projects that were spoken about are likely to be shelved because they have not started yet. What is your comment on that?
Gautam?
Thank you, sir. Gautam Lahiri. The question regarding the recent statement of the former Prime Minister of Bangladesh, that she has expressed her wish to going back to the country in the month of December, how India is looking at it, and whether India government is in touch with the Bangladesh government for a safe return. Thank you.
Talul?
Sir, recently you hosted the Minister of, I think, Agriculture of Afghanistan in Delhi. My question is, since the port of Shabahar is being attacked by the US, how do you intend to do business with Afghanistan? Because Shabahar is the port that helps us, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Megha?
Good afternoon, sir. Megha from NewsX. My first question about the Indians that have died when the boat is capsized in Vietnam. They have been brought back. The mortal remains have been brought back. Has the Indian government urged the Vietnamese government to take action against the company which was operating this boat with regards to reports of security lapses that has come out? And also, US President Donald Trump has now made an announcement that it demands 20% fee for allowing vessels to safely pass Strait of Hormuz. Is it acceptable to India? Because there was quite the furor that was also raised when Iran decided to impose charges on vessels that were traversing through the Hormuz Strait.
Chandrakala?
Chandrakala, Republic TV. Sir, we have accessed a video of Lashkar-e-Toiba trading just 200 kilometers away from Indian border in Mangla Dam. They are doing water training as per our information. Will India build more pressure on Pakistan to act against terror after this picture proof? Other question, of course, before this video surfaced, there was another video in which US designated terrorist Haris Dar told elite recruits that their next target is Mangla Dam. Should India do more than just suspending Indus Water Treaty? Your response to that?
Okay. So first, Yashi, regarding your question regarding Shahid Beheshti Terminal, as I told you, we are closely following all developments that are happening in West Asia. On your question regarding development projects in Bangladesh, the development cooperation program that we have with Bangladesh, it is something that is done in mutual consultations, and that continues to be the case. Gautam, your question regarding statements or interview that was given by former Prime Minister. Now, on this particular issue, there is no change in our approach to the matter. Any extradition matter is a legal issue, as you very well know, and it will be dealt with accordingly. Kalol, on the visit of the Afghan Agriculture Minister, yes, he was here for almost a week. He met with several of our ministers, with our Agriculture Minister, with our Food Processing Minister, also with the Minister of State in External Affairs, Sri Pavitra Margarita. He also had several business meetings with FICCI, with the PhD Chamber of Commerce, as also with several organizations, international and national, which are connected with agriculture in the country, including ICRISAT and several others. This was the fourth ministerial meeting that has happened since October with Afghanistan. Now, the question is, how do we trade? You would be aware that there is an air freight corridor, which is in operation between Kabul and Delhi and Kabul and India. And through this air freight corridor, trading in goods is happening between Afghanistan and India. Mega, on the 15 people who died, a very tragic incident. We conveyed our condolences. We were in a position to swiftly undertake whatever we had to, and the mortal remains of those 15 people who unfortunately died in this tragic incident, they have come back home. One person, he's still recuperating. He's there, he's injured. He's there receiving treatment in Vietnam. We understand that the local government has undertaken an investigation, and we are in touch with them to know more about this particular case as to what exactly happened in this particular issue and incident. On the U.S. President's articulation on Strait of Hormuz, I already responded when I was speaking, when I was answering our question. Chandrakala, on cross-border terrorism, it has been our, we have been calling upon Pakistan that they must irrevocably and credibly abjure cross-border terrorism at the earliest. Siddhant and Siddhant.
Hi, sir. Siddhant from WION. Sir, there were reports on extradition of Nirav Modi getting pace, given the fact that he lost out of luck when it comes to the European Court. So what's the status when it comes to his extradition?
Hello, sir. I'm Siddhant from CNN News 18. Sir, I have two questions related to one matter. Sir, last week, the United States Department of Justice unsealed 3 separate indictments targeting 3 India-based transnational organized crime syndicates. In fact, law enforcement authorities there also said on record that ahead of this operation, they were in touch with the Indian authorities. And of course, this is a result of extensive intelligence sharing and cooperation between Indian authorities, FBI, and other international agencies. So your response on this. And also, sir, adding to this now, Canadian law enforcement authorities say that it was Bishnoi gang members behind Nijjar killing, not the agents of the government of India, as alleged by former Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. So if you can react to this statement by them. Okay. Thank you.
Nanima.
Thank you, sir. Nanima, independent journalist. Following up on questions by Yeshi and also Kalol on the Chabahar port, have we taken this issue up with the Americans, the fact that they have attacked that terminal, which is so key to us? Thank you.
Fakir.
So there are, Tawkir Hussain from the Yamiri Shimon. There are reports that the Saudi Arabia is discussing to replace Israel from the IMAC project. Have they reached out to India? Are there any discussions going on regarding this?
Raghavendra.
Yeah, this is Raghavendra Varma from German television ZDF. So these attacks today and tomorrow on the ships with Indian sailors, was there any warning given by the attackers, Iranian or someone? Because we heard that earlier when there was an attack by United States, there were many warnings given to the ship on which Indian sailors were hurt and killed. So was this, and secondly, these hostilities have started again, so it will be kind of a similar cycle as it happened in March and April. Would India have this similar problem in sourcing the fertilizer and crude oil and the other things. So is it any different this time? Is it India in a better situation? Some lesson learned from earlier, and how long would that take into effect? Yeah.
Okay. We'll come to the next round. Huh? So, Siddhant, coming to your question first regarding extradition of Nirav Modi, as we had said earlier as well, that legal proceedings in the matter are on, and once those legal proceedings are completed, then he will be extradited to India. Siddhant, on your question regarding the um, operation by law enforcement agencies in the United States, we have seen the announcements made by the US Department of Justice regarding the indictments and enforcement action against transnational organized crime networks operating across several countries. India has consistently maintained that transnational organized crime, terrorism, narco trafficking, human trafficking, illegal firearms trafficking, and related criminal networks pose a serious threat to our societies. India and the United States, as you are well aware, enjoy strong and effective growing cooperation when it comes to combating terrorism as well as transnational organized crime. Our agencies on both sides here in the United States, here in India, and those in the United States, they have been working closely over the years, and this cooperation continues to strengthen and deepen. The question about the comments made by the RCMP, we have noted the remarks made by the Deputy Commissioner of RCMP. These remarks are consistent with the recently unsealed US indictment, which attributes responsibility to the members of the Lawrence Bishnoi organized crime group. India remains committed to working with our partners in combating terrorism and transnational organized crime through close law enforcement and security cooperation. Nainima, again, I already answered that question that we are closely following all developments in West Asia. Takir, your question regarding IMEC, as we understand, IMEC is a project which was, which started when we had hosted the G20 summit here, and thereafter several pieces of that project, there have been conversations which have been going on, and several pieces of the project are coming together, and we will continue with this cooperation so that we can have this corridor between India through Middle East and linking up to ports in Europe ready, so that we can have more or stronger flow of commerce, trade, etc. between the countries, between India, between Europe, and between Middle East. Raghvendra, your question about warning, I'm not aware of that warning, but I can tell you that attacks have happened. Two of these ships were attacked close to UAE, and in that, unfortunately, we lost an Indian national, and several of them are injured. This is an evolving situation, so we'll have to wait and see how things shape. But on our side, we have been calling for de-escalation, restraint, and for people to take the path of negotiations, dialogue, and diplomacy so that we can ensure peace and stability in the region. Okay, Keshav.
Thank you, Spokesperson. Keshav Padmanabhan from The Print. My first question is on the US Department of Justice indictment, because the first Assistant Attorney General in his public remarks last week indicated that they may seek extradition of the individuals involved who are being held in foreign jails, including Indian jails. So has the American side reached out to the Ministry of External Affairs? Has it sought extradition of any of the individuals under the indictment? And my second question is with regards to the remarks made by the External Affairs Minister Jaishankar today in New York. He says that he's basically said India is giving fresh aid to Palestine, and he highlights a specialty hospital, artificial limbs, fitment camp, etc. Is this going to be done in the West Bank or the Gaza Strip? Is there any value that has been indicated in terms of the aid that India is going to be providing to Palestine? And is there any discussions on increasing India's donations to the UN RWA, which is at about $5 million annually at this moment? Thank you.
नीरज, संक्षिप्त रखिएगा अपना सवाल.
ठीक है. नीरज न्यूज 18 इंडिया से सर, आज कल भारत ने अपना अभियान शुरू किया यूएन में नॉन परमानेंट मेंबर के लिए। ओआईसी सपोर्ट कर रही है ताजिकिस्तान को। ओआईसी के मेंबर जो है, भारत किन किन ब्लॉक से समर्थन की उम्मीद करता है?
सर ब्रह्म प्रकाश दुबे जी न्यूज से। मेरा सवाल है, जिस तरह से वेस्ट एशिया क्राइसिस फिर से बढ़ गई है, तो पहले सिचुएशन नॉर्मल हो रही थी, खासतौर से भारत में पेट्रोल और एलपीजी गैस को लेकर। अब क्या असेसमेंट है, क्या फिर से तेल और गैस की किल्लत बढ़ सकती है देश में? क्या कोई ऐसा असेसमेंट किया है? थैंक यू।
ओके,
सर विजयलक्ष्मी हूँ इंडिया टीवी से। सर 11 जुलाई को एक यूएस नेवी के फॉर्मर ऑफिसर को जो है वो अरेस्ट किया गया एसएसबी के द्वारा। बताया गया कि वो इंडो नेपाल बॉर्डर पर उनको अरेस्ट किया गया कि वो इलीगल तरीके से श्रीलंका से भारत आए थे, गोवा में काफी लंबे समय से रह रहे थे। उनको लेकर के जानकारी।
नीरज।
सर नमस्कार, मैं नीरज दुबे प्रभा साक्षी से। सर इस तरह की रिपोर्टें हैं कि भारत इस समय पेट्रोल संकट से जूझ रहे रशिया को पेट्रोल भेज रहा है, तो क्या ये रिपोर्टें सही हैं और अब तक कितना भेजा गया है या भेजा जाने वाला है? सर
रिफाइंड प्रोडक्ट की बात कर रहे हैं, है ना? पेट्रोल तो उनके पास बहुत है, रिफाइंड की बात कर रहे हैं। संजीव।
सर मैं संजीव त्रिवेदी हूँ न्यूज़ 24 से। सर इस मसले पर आपका स्पष्टीकरण अभी बाकी है, क्योंकि पासपोर्ट सेवा दिवस को बीते काफी दिन हो गए, लेकिन वो जो एक विवाद जैसा हो गया था कि आखिरकार पासपोर्ट की वैधानिक स्थिति क्या है, क्या वो एक बस ट्रैवल डॉक्यूमेंट है? और ये तोहमत सा लगने लगा है कि आप लोगों ने दरअसल उसे एक नेशनैलिटी के प्रूफ से घटा करके उसे एक ट्रैवल डॉक्यूमेंट बना दिया।
Okay. You had a question here, please.
Hi, sir. I'm Rajita Thete from RT India. My question is, a senior Yemeni official has warned that country's armed forces are prepared to close the Bab el-Mandeb Strait now. So how is India reacting to this?
Okay, so then we come to these questions. Sorry. We start with Keshav. First, regarding your question about extradition. So as in any extradition case, it is something that will be dealt with as per the established legal obligations and judicial processes that are applicable in this particular case. Your second question was regarding External Affairs Minister. He in New York yesterday, he spoke about our support to Palestine. So let me tell you that a ministerial meeting of Palestine took place in Brussels on 13th, where Secretary CPV, who looks after this region, she represented India, and there again we conveyed our position on Palestine, that we stand for two-state solution, our continued support for it, as also we reiterated our commitment to being a long-standing development partner of Palestine. At the meeting, an External Affairs Minister also alluded to it. We have announced several new projects that includes on the health side, also on capacity building and rehabilitation, health, education, and vocational training. So we want to do more. As also with UNRWA, we are an important partner, and we also want to do more for the Palestinian people through both bilaterally, through our development projects, as also through UNRWA, multilaterally speaking. We have been contributing to UNRWA, and we'll continue to do that as well. So this particular meeting in Brussels was organized by the European Commission and the Palestinian Authority. We had several stakeholders who participated. and we conveyed our commitment to the Palestinian cause and to the Palestinian people. नीरज, हम लोगों ने अपनी अभियान की शुरुआत की है न्यूयॉर्क में। इस कारण विदेश मंत्री न्यूयॉर्क गए, वहाँ पर उन्होंने संयुक्त राष्ट्र संघ में भारत की दावेदारी, जो कैंडिडेचर है हमारा 28 और 29 का, 2028 और 29 का सिक्योरिटी काउंसिल मेंबरशिप का, उसका कैंपेन उन्होंने लॉन्च किया। और आप देखेंगे उनके भाषण में तो 6 मुद्दे हैं जिसके ऊपर हम अपने कैंपेन को आधारित करके आगे बढ़ना चाह रहे हैं और बताना चाह रहे हैं किस प्रकार से भारत सिर्फ अपने लिए नहीं, पूरे विश्व के लिए, विश्व कल्याण के लिए और विश्व की शांति के लिए किस प्रकार से काम कर रहा है। तो मैं आपका ध्यान आकर्षित करना चाहूँगा उनके भाषण में। उनके भाषण में सब निहित है जिस चीज़ के लिए आज भारत दुनिया के सामने, दुनिया के पटल पे खड़े उतरता है। जहाँ तक समर्थन की बात है, हम तो चाहेंगे कि 193 मेरे ख्याल से जितने संयुक्त राष्ट्र के सदस्य हैं वो लोग सब हमारा समर्थन करें और हम विजय भवा होकर आगे आएँ। पश्चिम एशिया की बात की ब्रह्मा, आपने स्थिति चिंताजनक है और हमने इस चिंता को जताया भी है। साथ ही साथ में हम लोगों ने जो वहाँ पर हालात हैं, जो अभी हमले हुए हैं, उस पर हमने घोर चिंता और घोर उसकी निंदा भी की है। तो स्थिति अभी नाजुक है और चिंताजनक है। विजयलक्ष्मी, आपका सवाल क्या था? अच्छा, हाँ, तो हम लोगों ने देखा है कि ये बताया गया है कि एक विदेशी नागरिक को हिरासत में लिया गया है और शायद उनके कुछ इमिग्रेशन और दस्तावेज से संबंधित उनके पास उसकी कमी है, जिस कारण से उनको हिरासत में लिया गया है। बाकी विशेष जब छानबीन चल रही है उसके बाद पता चलेगा। नीरज, देखिए, हमारे जो कंपनियां हैं, बड़ी कंपनियां हैं और इनको विश्व बाजार में काफ़ी महारत हासिल है। ये लोग अपना सामान विश्व के अनेक बाज़ारों में, अनेक देशों में बेचते हैं, ठीक है ना? तो और उसी माध्यम से कई अन्य देशों के साथ, और ये जो उनका निर्णय है, ये पूरा कमर्शियल डिसीजन होता है कि किसको बेचे, किस दाम पे बेचे, क्या प्रोडक्ट बेचे। तो ये कमर्शियल मैटर है जो हमारी कंपनियां जो हालात, बाजार की जो हालात है और वैश्विक हालात है, उसको देखते हुए लेती है। On the issue of Babel Mandap, we again emphasize the point, and we have called that there should be unimpeded and safe navigation and flow of commerce through international waterways, including the Strait of Hormuz, as per international law. सजीव, आपका सवाल है जिसपे आप देखिए, भारतीय पासपोर्ट एक ऐसा दस्तावेज है जो पासपोर्ट अधिनियम 1967 के अनुसार भारत के नागरिकों के भारत से प्रस्थान को विनियमित यानी कि रेगुलेट करने के लिए भारत सरकार द्वारा जारी किया जाता है। इसे एक स्थापित प्रक्रिया के तहत उचित सत्यापन के बाद जारी किया जाता है। भारतीय नागरिकों या किसी अन्य व्यक्ति को पासपोर्ट जारी करना पासपोर्ट अधिनियम 1967 और पासपोर्ट नियम 1980 द्वारा शासित होता है। वर्तमान में 8% से कम भारतीय नागरिकों के पास पासपोर्ट है। क्या बोल रहे हैं? नहीं, जहां तक वो सवाल की बात है, वो तो आपको जो उसे संबंधित जो संस्थाएं हैं उनके पास लेके जाना पड़ेगा ना। हम तो आपको बताया कि पासपोर्ट किस प्रकार से जारी किया जाता है, उसके बारे में आपको बता दिया। विद दैट, okay, an Indian passport is a document that, as per the Passport Act 1967, is issued by the Government of India to regulate the departure from India of citizens of India. It is issued after due verification laid out by an established process. The issue of passports to Indian citizens or any other individual is governed by the Passport Act 1967 and Passport Rules 1980. Currently, less than 8% of Indian citizens hold a passport. With that, Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your presence.